I'm inside the little E-Coop here. I haven't given you an update in a while. So this coop we're calling the E-Coop because it's the everything coop. You could do meat chickens, egg-laying chickens, breeders. Hey, it's a shelter on the farm. You could even put a couple of goats in here. Good morning, chickens. How are you this morning? So this is the little E-Coop. This is a prototype feeder that we are developing. We've put a few sides on it and we're just working out the best angles so it doesn't spill feed. As you can see down there, it's still spilling a little bit of feed. So we're just adjusting it. These are some of the things behind the scenes that I want to show you a little bit more of. That there's a lot that goes into the product development and testing and measuring and trialing and failing. So we're quite excited about this E-Coop. The other thing we're doing, which you can see here, which looks messy, but this is the messy side of product development. This is a nesting box, and as you can see, it's got a bit of manure up the top and a bit of manure down here. So it's a wall mounted nesting box that we're developing. So the eggs will roll out the front, and it also has some excluders on it, but we haven't hooked up yet. As funny and as silly and as stupid as it sounds, we're actually wanting the chickens to go in there and roost in there and mess it up so we can really develop a really good excluder. Excluder meaning at night we can have an automation system that closes off the nesting boxes to push the birds out. And because this is a totally new design from the nesting boxes in our Chicken Caravan 130, 30 and 450s, we need to test it with real life chickens. So we've got it here. And it is messy, but this is how we develop great products. We actually create a problem. The problem being there's manure sitting up on top. There's manure sitting on this little shelf here that when the chickens go in. But now that we have that problem, the team and I come up with ways to go, right, how do we overcome that problem? How do we provide a solution for it? So this is a little bit of what we do behind the scenes here at Chicken Caravan as we're developing this wall-mounted roll-away nesting box. We're also developing this little feeder that hangs on the wall, and we're going to be developing a frame for this feeder where you can put a couple of them back to back or side by side, a skid frame, so you can have it out in the open. So we've got our large skid feeders that do up to 150 chickens, but we'll have a couple of feeders that might be able to do like 30 or 60 chickens just out on pasture. So here are a few things we're working on here at Chicken Caravan. I'm quite excited about this little flock because yesterday I got this little egg. You can see the one on the right there. So that was obviously the first egg from one of these pullets, and you can see how small it is compared to a normal size egg, which is the one on the left. So if ever you get a tiny egg like that, it's normally some of your new pullets are just starting to lay, or occasionally you might have some mature hens and randomly she pops out an egg that small, but I haven't seen a tiny egg like that for a while. That one's actually smaller than a golf ball. In other news, yesterday I wheeled the brooder out into the sun. It's great for the chickens to get some natural sunlight, and also the sun just sterilises the brooder and the sawdust and the drinkers and the feeders. So because we made this brooder on wheels, it could be easily just pulled out into the sun, and the kids quite enjoyed looking in there, holding the chickens and just playing with the little baby chickens. This is a Gallagher live fence indicator. These things are awesome because you can see from a distance that the fence is on, because you can see it just flashing away. Really quick and simple to install and really easy to see if your fence is working. I've had a few people ask me to do a more extensive video on the brooder that we made, and also explain a few things about why I put the the sawdust down, and then I put newspaper over the top of it. So I will be doing a video probably in the next week or so to explain that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. I'm going to put all the videos here on YouTube, and you'll get a notification that I've got that new video out. Thanks, and I'll talk to you next time.